I knew my marriage was in danger the moment I found the letter she hid under our bed. When Amma married Daniel, she believed she had walked into a promise, love, peace, and a future they would build together. But she didn't know that someone very close was waiting quietly to destroy everything. That person was Daniel's elder sister, Auntie Mansa, a woman whose smile was warm on the outside but cold and calculating on the inside. At first, Amma ignored the small things, Mansa's comments about how Amma didn't deserve her brother, or how she wasn't raised well enough. Daniel often brushed it aside, saying, "Oh Amma, that's just how she talks." But Amma could feel it. Something darker was brewing. One evening, Amma overheard Mansa on the phone saying, "Don't worry. I will push her out of this house. Daniel will go back to the woman he's supposed to marry." Amma froze. Which woman? Why was her marriage being discussed like a plan on a whiteboard? She wanted to confront Mansa, but she decided to be quiet and watch. Slowly, strange things began to happen. Daniel suddenly became easily irritated with Amma. Things she never said were reported to him as Amma insults. Money went missing, and Mansa blamed Amma. Family meetings were held behind her back. Amma felt her marriage slipping through her fingers like sand. One day, she caught Mansa secretly going through her drawers, but when confronted, Mansa simply said, "I'm cleaning for you." "You're welcome." Amma's heart started beating faster. Something wasn't right. Everything changed the day Amma found an envelope hidden under the bed while she was sweeping. It had her name on it. Shaking, she opened it. Inside were printed WhatsApp messages, fake ones edited to make it look like Amma was cheating on Daniel. Amma dropped to her knees. Her hands trembled. Her breath vanished. Someone was not just attacking her. They were destroying her marriage, piece by piece. Amma waited until evening and called a family meeting with Mansa, Daniel, and their mother. She placed the envelope on the table. "Amma, someone wants my marriage destroyed. And I now know who it is." Mansa's face changed. Her confidence cracked. Amma brought out Daniel's own old phone, the one he had lost months ago, and showed them the editing app installed on it, the fingerprints that last logged in, and the backup files. It was all Mansa. Daniel turned slowly to his sister. "Daniel, why? Why would you do this to my wife?" Mansa broke. She confessed everything. She wanted Daniel to marry her best friend, someone she believed was classy enough for their family. She hated Amma because Amma came from a humble background. Daniel apologized with tears in his eyes. He knelt before Amma and said, "I let her blind me. I should have protected you." But Amma wasn't thinking about revenge. She was thinking about healing. She calmly turned to Mansa. "You don't have to love me, but you will never destroy me again." Mansa was asked to leave the house. Daniel and Amma went for counseling and rebuilt their trust. And Amma learned a painful but powerful lesson. Sometimes the enemy is not outside. It's the one smiling with you inside the house. When Mansa walked out of the house, the silence she left behind was heavy. Amma didn't feel victorious. She felt empty, drained, and emotionally bruised. She had survived the storm. But the storm had taken something from her. Daniel felt that loss too. He knew he had allowed the cracks to grow too wide, too deep. Which is why he insisted on counseling. Not because he didn't love Amma, but because he wanted to learn how to love her better. Counseling wasn't easy. In the first few sessions, Daniel cried more than Amma. He admitted things he had never said out loud. That he believed his sister more than he believed his wife. That he grew up putting his family before himself. That he feared disappointing his mother and sister. Amma listened, hurt, but hopeful. The counselor told them something that changed everything. Love is not just a feeling. It is protection, presence, and partnership. Daniel realized he had failed at all three. And he was determined to rebuild himself from the inside. Amma had her own healing to do. She felt betrayed not just by Mansa, but by her husband's silence. The counselor guided her through her anger, and taught her that forgiveness isn't pretending nothing happened. Forgiveness is choosing peace over pain. Slowly, Amma started opening up again. She allowed herself to cry. She allowed herself to feel. She allowed herself to be loved again. And Daniel made sure she didn't do it alone. Daniel changed. Truly changed. He set boundaries with his family. He blocked negativity with a new strength Amma had never seen. He began leaving affirmations for Amma on the fridge, checking in on her during the day, learning her love language, being emotionally present. He made it clear. Amma wasn't just his wife. She was his partner, his priority, his peace. While Amma and Daniel healed, Mansa's life began to unravel. The woman she wanted Daniel to marry pulled away from her. Many family members scolded her. Her mother refused to defend her. Actions. For the first time, Mansa had to sit with her own wrongdoing, and it broke her. She realized she wasn't just jealous. She was lonely. She had built her identity around controlling her brother. And when she lost that control, she felt empty. She realized she needed help too. Months later, Mansa showed up again. But this time, she wasn't arrogant. She was shaking. Her eyes red. Her voice cracked as she held Amma's hand gently and whispered, "I'm sorry. I didn't just hurt you. I hurt my brother, and I hurt myself." Amma didn't answer immediately. Some wounds don't close in one day. But she nodded softly. Not acceptance, but a beginning. With time, things didn't return to what they used to be. They became better. Mansa learned boundaries. Amma learned confidence. Daniel learned balance. And for the first time since their wedding, Amma walked into her home and felt safe, respected, cherished.